Welcome back to Ask Aunt Kim. Shout out to everybody who's been subscribing. We who are putting this together are very grateful. Thank you, and your comments are delicious. It's a real boost. So I hope we're passing on the good feelings back at you because you deserve it. Today it has to do with the last installment I had regarding someone believing that I'm not Christian. My community is filled with a lot of neat people who are following this show, and they asked me one evening, "What is your religion?" And so I could only answer the long walk around the barn, which is, I think I was 8 or 10, and black and white TVs were the only thing available at the time. John Kennedy was in office, and there was this ad where a lady who looked like she could be Jackie Kennedy's mother. She was perhaps in her 40s, 50s, very prim, very well dressed and well appointed. She had the pillbox hat on, pearls, and she's tiptoeing down this shady, beautiful lane with in her high heels. And as she's walking along, she sees a Japanese lady coming from her home to collect her mail. And the woman says, "Hello, good morning." And the white woman clutches her pearls and quickly walked away. She just could not be seen talking to someone such as that. So she's pulling herself together when she walks a little further down where there's a black woman out in her garden tending to some roses where she sees the white woman and she says, "Good morning." Big smile, gracious, warm. And the white woman again reacted as though she was going to catch it. Walked away without saying hello or any sort of response except for that. And as she's walking on, there was this beautiful angelic voice that came over the scene as we watched this lady walking up a set of very wide stairs that are going right up. And as the camera's panning away, the woman's voice says, "If you don't find God here," and you see the gentle image of the Japanese woman and the warm image of the black woman. And it comes back to the white woman skipping up these stairs, about to enter, of all things, church. And the feminine voice says, "You won't find him in there." And that hit me between the eyes. It made total sense to me. And I've heard so many times how God is everywhere. And I thought, how is that possible if he's a white bearded man? So I've been able to adjust my thinking more in the science realm that the Big Bang has something to do with the God I know. And the God I know is air, elements, and it's sentient. It knows how it all comes together. And it understands that there are many, many, many dimensions. We know 3, possibly 4. And we are in one right now. And when we die, we graduate to another dimension where the mysteries we couldn't figure out here during this lesson will be solved in the next one. Sometimes we have to come back until we get it right. And then beyond that, I don't know. I'm not supposed to know. And that's why committing suicide ruins the graduations for you, because it means you have to come back and start all over again. Having said that, people who commit suicide tend to be deeply, deeply depressed. And this is an illness of the brain. So they need help so they can stay here to complete their message, try to understand the signs and appreciate what they're going through. But I digress. It means that I also believe, in essence, if this makes sense to you, that heaven exists. And if I make it there, I'll certainly be surprised. And I think an even bigger surprise is who also made it. Anyway, I look forward to the journey. I'm not afraid of death. I'm afraid of how I'll die. I hope it's comfortable. But I am certain that just because my faith is that strong, it's not the end of what we know right now. So I hope that was edifying or interesting for you. And with that, thank you again for subscribing. And if you haven't yet, we would sure appreciate it because we cherish you and I love this stuff. Oh, please come back. I really enjoy your company. Auntie Kim, signing off.